Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86. Here you will find everything from your favorite characters, from anime, series or movies, such as figures, statues, trading cards, and other limited special edition items. I will show you everything that is included. For example, we will discuss the design of the box, how it's packaged, the design of the figure, the articulation points, the accessories that are included, and we will see our favorite characters in special scenes. And you never know, you might see other characters make special guest appearances, so you can decide whether it's worth getting or not. Subscribe and join me on new weekly adventures. Now let's start the show. Let's go. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Titan del 86, and today from Demon Slayer I present to you Daki. Looking through the window, you can see Daki and all the different expressions it comes with, and she also has two expressions from Tanjiro. She is upper 6 and made her first appearance in the Entertainment District arc. On the rear of the box, you have Daki doing different poses. Removing Daki from the box, you can see that she comes with several different expressions. It comes with the two additional Tanjiro expressions as well. She does not have that many hand gestures, but we'll see what we can do. And it seems that she also has the legs in the kneeling position as well. In BUZZmod figure line typical fashion, she has a strong smell of paint. Here's a quick pass of the instructions. From looking at these instructions, it seems that they don't want you to make any sharp bends on the obi, which is odd because she has a sharp bend in the box. It seems that over time they keep adding more to this warning list compared to when we first opened Tanjiro. As usual, this is the 360 of Daki straight out of the box. First impressions of this figure, the arms remind me of the Sailor Moon arms from s.h.figuarts. They have that delicate feel to them. The only thing that is made out of cloth is her obi. In case you're wondering, an obi is a large sash used in Japanese women clothing, tied around the waist. She is hard to balance because she is very top heavy, with contribution coming from the long hair as well as the obi. The depiction here, she doesn't have the black hair, so this is basically her in her full demon form. I was under the impression, because the way that her feet are laid out, I thought that the figure was going to be easy to balance, but as of right now I am wrong. It turns out that it was very difficult to get her to stand up. A factor to her being a little difficult to balance is a contribution from her getas. If you're wondering, the geta is the Japanese equivalent of the sandals. For some reason, the geta don't appear to be flat at the bottom. It seems like they might have a slight curve to them, which does not help.
Since tonight happens to be your last night here, you can't leave without saying goodbye.
Now let's check out the articulations that Daki has. So she has movement in the hair, so this is something that I like in her ponytail. You can flip it up so it shouldn't interfere with her neck movements. Looks like even the inner part of the ponytail has movement in it as well. So it looks like you can rotate it to either side, and it also has some up and down movement as well. This is as high as it goes, but I wonder if you could do 360 on here. If you really wanted to, you probably could. She could tilt her head. Down. This is as high as she can look up. One thing to note is that the neck movements are coming from inside the head. This is a fixed part here on her neck, so there aren't any actual neck movements. It's only coming from the head. This is how she can raise her arm. She can barely give us a 360 here. Should be able to get one. There you go, 360. It was a bit difficult. Like I said earlier, the arms look really delicate as far as the joints. This is as forward as you can get her. The elbow. She does appear to have minor movement on the elbow itself, but it's probably very limited, so you're not going to get much out of it. The wrist. She has up and down movement. Seems like her joints are really stiff. The torso does move, but it's very limited, so you have to be careful. This to me seems like BUZZmod took a page out of s.h.figuarts from the Sailor Moon line, where you don't get much torsional movement and the arms feel really delicate. You can move the bow ties that are on her thigh. You could do 180 spins on it. This is fixed. This is as high as her leg goes. That's as far as you can spread them. This is as far back as they go. If you want additional movement, one thing we haven't seen in BUZZmod figure lines is that they have this cut line here to give you the rest of the 360 out of the thigh. Most of them, they come in integrated into the hip joint, but Daki is the first figure I've seen here that does not follow the standard guideline from BUZZmod. Not sure why they did it this way, but oh well. Here's the knee. I don't think they follow the standard guideline from the BUZZmod figure line when it comes to articulations in the legs. It's because they probably wanted Daki to do other types of movements that other BUZZmod figure lines usually don't have to do or have the need to do it. That's what I'm thinking. So for the ankles, this is forward, this is back. For the toes, the other thing to notice that the geta is only attached to the toes and they're fixed. So she has great foot movement. That's practically it. Here's a quick pass of all the different expressions you're getting in this package. It comes with two Tanjiro ones. The one at the top is him yelling in a frightening look. The second one is an action expression where the fire's coming out of Tanjiro's mouth. Jumping over to the Daki expressions, the one in the top middle is a surprise expression from Daki. Going down, the one in the bottom middle is Daki in an angry expression showing the teeth grunting. The one in the middle is Daki's normal regular expression. Top right is Daki's expression showing that evil laughter. And finally, the bottom right shows Daki with the extra eye that she got from her brother Gyutaro, and it's basically the same expression as the one in the bottom middle, which is very angry with the teeth grunting. One thing that I like in the packaging of the facial expressions that came with this figure is that this time each one of the expressions has its own little mini bag, where before usually they put like a tape seal over them. So I'd rather have the mini bag as my personal preference when they package this. So this is something that BUZZmod did well as a further improvement. In this scene, I have Daki with a surprise expression. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. She's basically fighting Tanjiro, and she's seeing that her attacks are not working on him. I wonder if BUZZmod is going to make another Daki figure showing her with the black hair, prior to the OV portions merging back with her. Let me know in the comments what do you think of this Upper 6 demon. They put a lot of strong details in her body, and they really gave her a nice figure. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Titan del 86. Let me know in the comments out of the 12 Kizukis which one is your favorite one and why. She has some really good details, especially on the obi. As you can see, they really matched what the anime was showing, especially since it's made out of cloth. The only thing that manipulates them is a wire, so that's probably why they don't want you to do any sharp bends on it, just to avoid cracking it. So we'll see how it holds up over time.
Just try and cut me now! You can't! That last exchange of ours was nothing more than a fluke!
In this scene, once again, Daki and Tanjiro are going at it again. This is a very endless fight. I gave Daki the action expression where she's grunting her teeth and she looks extremely mad. For Tanjiro, he got the other action expression that came with the Daki figure. But in this one, it's kind of like a shocked expression with the mouth open. So it's very difficult to gauge if it's like a true action expression or if it's just one where he gets hit by surprise, which is what I'm showing here. Daki is coming down from the air and caught a good shot at Tanjiro's stomach. As you see there, knocked the wind out of the boy. And she's coming for a second kick to the head. Looking at Tanjiro's expression, it looks like that kick really hurt. The bad news is that Daki is not done in her two-stage combo attack. I really like the execution of Daki's hair. It's not in the way. It has enough articulation points where you can move it to whatever pose you're looking for, so it doesn't limit her head from turning. Unlike the other figures that we've seen that have long hair, for example Sailor Pluto, where her hair was just all over the way and you couldn't do much with it. So this is a good example of executing figures that have ponytails or long hair. One thing I would have liked for them to have improved on, and it's sad that Daki doesn't have it, but it would have been nice if she would have actually had the neck movement versus relying just on the head turning. In this scene, I have Daki doing her signature pose. I gave her the expression with the evil smile. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. In this pose, I used the other set of legs that came with Daki. One thing to note, if you angle her head to a certain degree, the face portion will start to come out. So she has a limit of how far she can look down. Let me know in the comments what you think of this Daki figure. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Titan del 86. She is really amazing. This is basically when she drops it low like Megan Thee Stallion. When removing the normal legs, just be careful because that whole metal waist is gonna fly off on you. At least it did for me. that was something that I had difficulty, was basically snapping these particular legs back in there. I basically ended up tearing up the whole figure apart just to get the legs in there. Using these particular legs, you don't really get much articulation out of them. There's only so much you can do with it. All really you can do is basically just spread them open or move them up and down a little bit. There's no real articulation that comes from using these particular legs.
And those eyes of yours are lovely, aren't they? So lovely I might just have to gouge them out and gobble them up.
In this scene, I have Daki ready to strike with her obi. She has it in an attack position. Here she's got the neutral expression. I have Daki doing the evil pose. I'm really liking this Daki figure. I would like to see Daki in her Orient version. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. It would be nice for BUZZmod to continue making the 12 Kizuki, just to go along with the Hashiras, especially to see Muzan. Don't forget to follow me on IG at Titan del 86.
And moving on without any regret.
In this scene, I have Tanjiro fighting with Daki. I gave Daki the surprise expression because she wasn't expecting this type of attack from Tanjiro. And I gave Tanjiro the expression where he's got the flames coming out of his mouth. Tanjiro is doing his Hino Kami Kagura. He set his heart ablaze. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Don't forget to follow me on IG at Titan del 86. Another thing that BUZZmod did right here is that they added 2 extra expressions to Tanjiro. If you recall from when I did the Tanjiro unboxing, that was one of the things that I wasn't too happy about, where the expressions were limited. So it's nice that he's got 2 additional ones, and they're action ones, especially this one, so you can do more attack versions of Tanjiro.
Kami Kagura! Raging Sun!
What is that sound he's emitting?
Flame Dance! She dodged the first one.
In this scene, I have Daki fighting Inosuke. Daki has the action expression that's showing her teeth grunting, which is her being really mad. And on this particular expression, she's got the eye of Gyutaro, which is her brother. This is the scene where Inosuke was trying to cut off Daki's head and she was defending, ready to counterattack. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Let me know what are your thoughts on this Daki figure by BUZZmod from the Aniplex line. I really like the fact that it had 2 additional expressions for Tanjiro. That was a neat bonus to have. Overall, the figure is good. She has a good range of motions. She's got plenty of facial expressions for you to pick from, especially when you want to depict certain scenes. Then she also has got the other alternative legs, which lets you do more of her other trademark poses. The only thing is, I would like for her to have more movement on the abdomen and not to feel as fragile like she does. But other than that, this is a good figure to have in your collection. Hopefully they come out with her brother Gyutaro, and maybe they'll add some more expressions to Daki, for example the one where she was crying. That would be a good one to have as well. This is all I have for you today. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. And I will see you next week with a brand new video. Thank you and bye.
You can't cut it off. There's no way you can. Not with these beat up blades of yours.